everybody. Today I want to talk to you about solar. Not solar for your homes, for sure. And there's several things I want to say about solar. First, solar does have a bit of a learning curve. Now you need to know that. Small minor things like this, not so much. But if you're going to get into some serious solar to power your home or, a complete RV or something like that, it takes a bit of a learning curve and some studying to know what you're doing. I mean, I know several people that are extremely knowledgeable about solar, and one of the first things they've said I've heard in the past from them is people think they can just grab a solar panel, connect it to something, and it's going to be fine and it's going to work. That is not the case. So if you're going to get interested in solar, I strongly suggest that you learn as much as you can about what it is you want to use the solar for. That's very important. If you're talking about your cell phone, well, forget it, no big deal. But if you're talking about, something much larger than that, then you better think about what all you want to use the solar panels for and the charger for before you do it. Now, what I'm talking about is portable solar panels. This is what I'm going to share with you today. And hear me out, because this is pretty good stuff. This here, as you can tell, is very small. It's 3/4 of the size of this laptop. The laptop's bigger. Okay, it's very small. It comes in a really nice nylon bag to hold it. It's made by Brunton. Okay, it's a Brunton solar panel. As you can see, it's very thin. Now, I've got stuff in here that goes with it, so if you get the air out of it, as you can see, it's very thin. All right, now, this solar panel, some things you need to know. First of all, they're not cheap. If you buy a high grade, a quality solar panel, and you're going to pay for it. Now, this panel, this one, used to go for, when it was new, over $600. Okay, they're expensive. However, there's many online now that are the same wattage as this, and they start about $300. So they're not cheap. They're not cheap by a long shot, but they're worth it. All right, when this one here by Brunton, this is a 26 watt solar panel. It will come with what you need to know on this sheet on how to use it and what applications it can be used for. Okay, it comes with a complete pack. If I can open this. With my glasses on, I can't even see where it opens here. Oh, for crying out loud. Come on. Okay, here we go. All right. It comes with a complete pack of everything you need to go directly to a battery, off of this panel, to a battery. Your connectors for that. You have a plug-in, a cylindrical plug, like you could plug in a cigarette lighter type unit right into there. And then you have an adapter for various sizes, 4 different sizes of devices that you might want to charge. They come with the unit. None of this was extra. The other units that I've looked at online this morning to see what's available out there, and to give you an idea of the price, because I didn't know what items like this were going for currently. When they were new, they were a lot more expensive. But solar's been around a long time now, and prices have come down. But anyway, so you get that. And then, of course, the panel. Now, you can see right here, this is where you plug the panel into and then come out of it to whatever it is you're going to charge. All right. I always suggest purchasing what they call it's considered a power generator, but it's basically a 12-volt battery within a housing that has a solar controller on it, and then all the different things you want to plug into it. It's got USB 3 or whatever, USB-C on the newer, nicer ones, but USB, regular standard plug in for like a table lamp, 3-prong plug for your computer, you know, a grounded plug-in so you can plug and charge your computer. The one I had 110 and 220. But anyway, it had every plug-in you could imagine, okay, that you could need for it. But that was a pretty big size unit that I used to have. I don't have that particular unit anymore. If you go on my channel in the older videos, go all the way back to the beginning of my channel, you'll see a solar briefcase. All right, it's something the size of a briefcase. Inside of it, there are replaceable, still available, batteries that you can buy, and it holds the batteries on the inside of it. The outside of it is a solar panel, and the same thing, USB, plug in your laptop, plug in a table lamp, plug in whatever it is you want to charge within reason that can handle the output from that particular solar generator unit. Okay, so these panels, the reason I'm showing you this stuff is, as you can see, when it's folded up, this could go in your bug out bag with no problem whatsoever. You know, obviously this isn't something you're going to use in your house, but when you're on the go and you're out and about, these are extremely tough panels. Really well-made panels. These were not cheap. Like I said, this one was over 600 bucks. This is a 26 watt Brunton panel. Okay, so you lay them out, put them in the sun. You know the routine. Basically, you know, you leave them in the sun and use a charge controller and charge things up, and you'll be good to go. And it, like I said, $600+ at the time it was new. I just found a 26 watt one that was like $2.99 on Amazon. Not the same brand. I don't know the quality of the one I found. I have no idea. Brunton made a really good panel, but they're not the only kid on the block. So this just happens to be what I have. And then here, if 26 watts will charge a car battery. It will charge your laptop, your cell phone, small devices, run a light, you know, things like that. 26 watts. Now this one here, this one, as you can see, is much larger. Much larger. See that? Big difference between these two units. 26 watts, 62 watts. Okay. Now this will charge up. I can't even imagine on a to-go kind of situation. In other words, you're using this away from your home, camping, bugging out, you know, fishing, whatever, and you want to take something with you that you can power via solar. Okay, this unit is going to do it. This is, like I said, this one is 62 watts. This one was over $800 when it was brand new. Fortunately, I didn't have to pay for either one of these, so that was a plus. At any rate, this one here has everything that one has on the inside. Has all the same, you know, charging everything just like this one. A nice pouch to put it in. This one does not come with a pouch to put it in. Instructions tell you everything about it, little book. The pouch itself not only holds everything, which is really nice, Velcro, it also is what keeps the unit closed. Now, again, this one's big. This is 62 watts, a much larger panel. I don't know. I don't know if I want to try to get. Here we go. It's a much bigger unit, as you can see. Get it open for you there. Really big. Okay, and it will definitely charge what, pretty much, I would think anything from a diesel truck battery to anything smaller. It will charge whatever you need at 62 watts. I can't imagine, you know, needing a much more than that. Not for this kind of unit. I mean, what are you going to do with solar outside? You know, you're not talking about solar panels you put in your house or, you know, power a motor home with, these kind of panels are made for on the go, camping, emergency, bug out, going wherever in the wilderness and needing to charge something in an emergency, or just to be able to charge stuff for convenience. There are portable refrigerators that this will charge. There are portable coolers that you can put a 6-pack in. Coke. You can put a 6-pack in and charge that little icebox cooler. These will definitely do the job. Much more than just your computer or your cell phone or anything like that. So again, this one was over $800 when it's new. I believe this one is still over $800. So they're not cheap, just so you know. But if you don't have power, it can be very important. Now, these will both charge something like a smart box. All right, a smart box is for, well, it could be for anything, but it's specifically geared towards CPAP machines. I have to use one. I stop breathing at night. My brain is worthless. I go to sleep and I stop breathing, and then I come up sputtering. I can't breathe and feel like I'm having a heart attack and suffocating. So CPAPs are important, and these things will charge something like a smart box so someone can use their CPAP in an emergency. Other things, any small generator, basically the generators that these are both made to charge, along besides other devices I already mentioned that don't require a generator. They can be anything. They can go from a few $100s to well over $1,000, $1,500. But these will charge those, and then those generators can be used for many different things, many important different things, and they're the size of a car battery, so you can easily take the generator and put it in the back of your vehicle if you have to bail. Have these kind of units to charge them, and you'll do just fine. Again, solar controllers, very important. You must use a solar controller. If you don't, and you use your solar panel with the wrong application in the wrong way, you can fry whatever you're plugging into. I strongly suggest solar controllers. I don't think you should use solar without it. These are Brunton. They go with these panels, so we're good to go on that. All right, so really that's it. I just want to share that with you guys. I haven't done anything that's been prepping for a while, and I believe having something like this is, in my personal opinion, important for a prepper to have. Because if you do have to leave your home, if there's an emergency, if you do have to bug out, or if you are camping or something and some kind of emergency comes up and your vehicle's battery's dead or something, you can always charge it. And again, they're small, they'll fit in your backpack or a bug out bag with no problem. This would go in my bug out bag because I have a pretty big bag. But this one, I don't know if you can see it, is a lot thicker. So because it's a much bigger panel, but it would still fit. It is not light. This one is pretty heavy. This one pretty heavy too. I'm not sure what the difference is. I haven't weighed them, but when I'm holding them like this, just moving them, they feel like they're about the same. This just feels a little bit heavier. They're both heavy. But this would not do in a bug out bag as well. You might not want this in a bug out bag, but you could strap it to the back of the bag or underneath the bottom of the bag. So, my opinion, important to have solar if you're a prepper, especially if you're mobile. If you don't have necessarily health issues or whatever, and you're out in the wilderness a lot, you go a lot, camping, fishing, hunting, hiking, or bug out practice to a bug out location, whatever, having solar, I believe, is very important. Okay. All right. Stay safe, stay alert. We'll talk to you again soon. God bless. Bye.